Hello everyone, dear FFXVI, bringing to you another episode on Final Fantasy XVI, where we last left off. We were near enough plotting our plans in order for waiting so long to take out one of the mother crystals that's taken held in, I believe, I think it's Drake's breath that we're on to take on. And as we were trying to meet up with apparently Clive's uncle to try to get in the Kingdom of Rosaria, which apparently is heavily forted off, we came in contact with one of Clive's old friends, which is Sir Wade, who helped us defeat a Mawball in the original as such. And also we met up with another one of Clive's old friends, which is his Chocobo Ambrosia, that we also found out.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Yeah, you're welcome. Apologies on that, though, by the way. And, yeah. But now we need to basically talk to Sir Wade on, what to do.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Yep. Oh, no. I'm not
As
able to
you
take
wish, my lord.
That's terrible. Crafting supplies.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
So let's talk to Sir Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Alder have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
It looks like the other one, in a way.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white. And we ain't talking about the Pokemon game. That's what got them all sure. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often join by various companions who keep and lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's decision, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. So, for a previous time being, we have Sir Wade in our party for the time being. Only for the quest. And you too. But you guys don't forget to understand the blessing of Bahamut.
Since they burned
I mean, not
their
Bahamut,
first village,
Ifrit.
we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Okay. Have you guys not, like, done anything to, like, improve on that? Again, just saying. You guys could have done a bit more better. Even though I know you guys don't have much ranks, but again, I think you guys seem capable enough to actually take on these Black Shields. There really ain't much to talk about, honestly, other than they're not really that strong. Or maybe because I'm just way too strong.
On your command, my lord.
Ah, just like old times, eh, Sir Wade? Remember that time when we took down that giant Mawball? Ah, good times. Hey.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For us area!
For us area!
Yeah, for Azaria!
Your petty revolution.
Flames of
ends
Rebirth!
here.
Let's take care of the mages first.
On these
There
our
you.
swords we swear.
There's 2. And there's 3.
Bloody hell!
Oh.
Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
There's you. And
More dragons.
again?
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
So as if you couldn't see anything there. Okay, take care of you. Take care of you. And just GG. Yep, GG. Oh no, we got another dragoon guy.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Yeah, of you, probably. Gonna jump. Hey, not again. Ring his ass down. Towards. Now let's go for lightning rod. You finish him off like so.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
Right on it. Oh fuck. Bring his ass down again. Wars. I hope you guys can handle the black shields. Oh shit, he's gonna go for it again. Ah, motherfucker. Get on the ground, yeah. Hopefully this finishes him off. There we gander. GG. Easy. Almost got me through the rear, but I took it on in the end. And for defeating him, we get an Imperial Link and a Dragon Tooth.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Yeah, we'll take him down
I
again.
often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A
Probably.
sound strategy, my lord.
There we go. Quest complete. Black and white. Not talking about the Pokemon game. Jesus Christ, I'm getting a heck of a lot of gil. Now, hopefully, we can go and see Clive's uncle.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Let me get the burning blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Yeah, we all know what happened to him.
If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde. The Imperial, well now, the Imperial capital. Ooh, there was, oh, what's the beast called again? Behemoth?
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Bro, holy fuck, he's got fucking loaded.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
I mean, he's doing a lot of footsteps, I'll give him that.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Brad, do you not know your own fucking nephew? What the fuck are you doing?
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge.
Oh, he's crying.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madder in the twins.
Oh, oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
And you're gonna pick the axe up, though?
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Danger has a day leaving the axe. Hope you picked it up.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
It's all Mama Kate's fault, honestly.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Wait, did you come and
This
whiff?
will be fun.
I guess Jill's still having second thoughts.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters.
Ugh.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
I mean, you're not a monster, Jill. Not to us, at
I
least.
want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Oh, come on, Toggle. Got you even there. Okay. Let's head back to the Hideaway. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, a season of applause. Get more items.
How did we never?
So let's talk to this wanker.
Every day. Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself.
Oh,
And if I'm
fuck.
honest, he ain't been for a while. Yet normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
I can't at the moment because I need him.
Well, if you're busy, you're busy, I suppose. I'll keep an eye on him anyway, just to be safe.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll tackle that quest in a bit. I just need to speak to Vibs. Vibs, need to talk.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
I mean, you really are.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it.
Oh, it's back on the market.
The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustinus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill.
And did awful things to
I'd say
them.
you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Yeah, I think she'll probably be ready than she ever will be.
Typical nobles.
Okay, but once I basically do, I should probably get myself kitted out first. So let me get myself kitted out first before I talk to Jill. Okay, kitted out. Got my sword. Ready to talk to Jill.
Over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Guarantee you will, Jill. But we will make our tale for Drake's Breath in the next episode. So, I'm going to leave things off here. I do apologize if this video was a bit shorter than usual, but I think basically this would be a perfect time to end things off here. However though, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, then don't, and give a rat's ass. However, if you are interested in joining the Red Kingdom in any way, shape or form, our link to my Discord server is in the description below. But for question of the day, I'm going to say, what do you think that the Ironbloods probably forced Jill into doing? Which, by the way, I think most of you know what she probably did, but I want to know what you guys think in the comments below on that. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that. But, yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, peace. DX is out.